I hate when my phone charger won't reach my bed.
I hate when my leather seats aren't heated.
When I go to the bathroom and I forget my phone.
Le mette radio dans machine à laver, je commence à sentir.
I hate it when my house is so big. I need 2 wireless washers.
When my maid gun makes my hot water taste too cold.
When I have to write my maid a check, but I forget her last name.
Je ne peux pas écrire message devant marcher en même temps.
Je te quitte casse-moi en bas.
Moi raille les voisins à bloquer internet là.
I hate it when I tell them no pickles and they still give me pickles.
Water is Life is a charity that deals with real, life-threatening problems, ones that make ours at home seem trivial in comparison. To put this into perspective, we flipped the popular yet insensitive First World Problems meme on its head and used it to help spread awareness of the world water crisis. This is the hashtag killer, the first ever attempt to end a hashtag rather than promote it.
I hate when my phone charger won't reach my bed.
I hate when my leather seats aren't heated.
When I go to the bathroom and I forget my phone.
Le mette radio dans machine à laver, je commence à sentir.
To launch the project, we created an anthem commercial by gathering first world problem tweets and having people in Haiti recite them.
Je ne peux pas écrire message devant marcher en même temps.
Je te quitte casse-moi en bas.
Moi raille les voisins à bloquer internet là.
But perhaps even more effective was the series of personalized responses in which various Haitians console those who have used the hashtag.
I'm sorry, you've been working by cleaning lady.
Dear Jogan. Dear Adam. I'm sorry your leather seats aren't heated.
I'm sorry you have to get up on the couch.
I hope your day gets better.
My name is Cedric. If I was there, I'd get them for you.
The campaign was immediately picked up by celebrities, influencers, and every major news outlet. But it was bigger than just gaining impressions or ending hashtags. We were able to change the conversation through social media. Instead of complaining about first world problems, people began using the hashtag as a vehicle to spread Water is Life's message and to encourage donations. And enough donations came in to provide over 1 million days worth of clean water to those in need. Some people called it a meme-jacking campaign. Others called it reverse trending. But we call it hashtag killer. Not just an attempt to end a hashtag, but to use social media to effect a real change in our world.
This girl says, acorns? Lady, I'm cash only.
He was born with no face.
Just stab it, it's meat sushi. Whatever you do, don't look in the trunk. You're the herpetologist, you tell me.
And he says, Amy, do you have a cat?
Amy, do you have a cat?
All right, we need dip jokes.
Yeah, that kind of rich. Powerball from the New York Lottery.
I know it's mean, but so what?
Coming through. Excuse me, fellas. Okay, oh, hold that right there. Oh, that's good. I gotta post this. All right, you guys, you're done.
Aren't you dead?
Yeah, that kind of rich. Powerball from the New York Lottery.
all the classical arts, we are all in the same predicament. Whether you're talking about the opera, theater, ballet, everybody is trying to aim for a younger audience.
I don't know that we would have necessarily out of the blue decided to do a thematic show on ballet.
They went into our archives and they really explored our past very extensively. And they've taken a lot of those images and done their own twist on it, which is exactly what I had hoped.
The main piece and what we were really excited about is the promenade and this 50-foot tall ceilings, and this is a chance to do something that we aren't going to get to do too many other places.
This isn't the skin, but they'll all be applied kind of like this.
And each sort of has the relationship to something like that, which is, you know, all composed of these blocks.
You actually, when you buy a ticket, you actually take a piece of art with you.
The audience members will come and be able to walk away from the show with essentially a building block from it and really a piece of the show itself.
When I first saw it, I was very overwhelmed. I'd never seen anything quite like it. It was perfect, because we'd never done anything like this before.
I drove in from 4 hours away to get here.
So I came from San Francisco.
I came all the way from Paris.
This is my first time in the ballet.
It's creative. It's young. We never shied away from doing anything daring or bold. It's in our DNA.
To my darling, darling wife, Mary, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I said I would pick you up in front of the hair salon. I'm sorry that 5 minutes after the salon closed, the worst storm in decades showed up, instead of me. I'm sorry as you were struggling to find shelter, I was unwrapping a Milky Way in the shelter of our car. I'm sorry that one bite of that chocolate, nougat, and caramel and I forgot all about the sheets of rain pelting your $250 hairdo. I'm sorry when I finally arrived, you were wandering around, temporarily blinded by the hair products that had washed into your eyes. I'm sorry your new haircut looked like the matted fur patches found on the backside of a black bear. And I'm sorry I said that out loud when you got in the car. I'm sorry you haven't let me into the bedroom in 4 days. I hope you're okay in there. I'm sorry I was eating a Milky Way. All my love, John Ellis, devoted husband and Milky Way eater.
To Karen Rose, first-time spray tan customer, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you chose my spray tanning salon. I'm sorry I encouraged you to go for the extra strength spray. And I'm really sorry I used the words foolproof to describe the process. I'm sorry it was the day before your wedding. I'm sorry I put you in the booth and walked away for just a minute. And I'm so sorry I chose that moment to remember the Milky Way in my desk. I'm sorry I was so focused on the chocolate, nougat, and caramel that 1 minute turned into 20, and 1 coat of extra strength spray turned into 8 or 9. I'm sorry you stumbled out with several gallons of spray tan dripping from your bright orange body. And I'm sorry you had to cancel the wedding photographer. I'm sorry I was eating a Milky Way. Kindest regards, Peggy Ward, spray tan operator and Milky Way eater.
To the guy in the black pants at the park today, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I own a particularly excitable breed of dog. I'm sorry it's tiring to keep up with the little guy, and occasionally I need to rest on a park bench. And I'm so sorry that's when I decided to eat a Milky Way. I'm sorry I was so into the chocolate, nougat, and caramel I didn't see my cute little Leroy scurry off. I'm sorry that before I found him, he found your leg. I'm sorry you tried to shake him off and the motion of your leg only made Leroy all that much more affectionate toward your leg. I'm really sorry everyone gathered around to watch and laugh at little Leroy riding your leg like a jockey coming down the home stretch. I'm sorry about your pants and for all the photos posted online. I'm sorry. I was eating a Milky Way. Sincerely, Audrey Harris, dog walker and Milky Way eater.
Thanks, Grandma.
Psst, Tommy, smash me and I'll turn into Skittles. Skittles. Why, Tommy? Why?
Smash the rainbow! Taste the rainbow.
Bee stings, a common complaint for gardeners, honey bears, and overly inquisitive children, often generating an extreme reaction in the latter group, not known for possessing a particularly high pain threshold. To reduce discomfort after such a sting, firstly remove the stinger from the skin to prevent further injury. Then, as well as applying a cold compress to the affected area, apply an even colder Wall's Mini Milk ice cream to the facial area, namely the mouth. The initial unbearable pain should then disappear almost as quickly as it arrived. First aiders should be aware that multiple stings may require multiple mini milks. Wall's ice cream, first aid for kids. Grazed knees, an occupational hazard for many children. This can be inflicted in various ways, namely falling from a bicycle, taking a tumble from a swing, or simply tripping over an untied shoelace. Reactions are typically characterized by sobbing, wailing, and in extreme cases, clutching the knee in question and rolling around a lot. Prompt medical attention should be sought immediately from the nearest freezer. Ensure the patient's airway is free of obstructions and swiftly apply a Wall's Twister ice cream. Administered orally, this results in patients recovering from their injuries almost immediately as the medication starts to take effect after just a few licks. Wall's ice cream, first aid for kids. Splinters. Recent medical studies have found that although painful enough to receive in the first instance, splinters are actually more traumatic for children when it comes to removing them. Rather than trying to persuade an injured infant to allow you to operate with tweezers and needle, apply pressure to the lid of a Wall's mint choc chip ice cream tub. Then administer 2 scoops to anesthetize the patient, numbing the pain and allowing procedure to commence. Monitor the patient for signs of deterioration. If the anesthetic seems to be wearing off, repeat the 2-scoop dosage until such time as the splinter has been removed. Or you discover there was never one there in the first place. Wall's ice cream, first aid for kids.